The Secret Origins Podcast, Episode 16. Welcome to the 16th episode of the Secret Origins Podcast. We have now been going unlimited for a while. I am your host, TFG1Mike, and joining me is Lupis Convoy. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Hey, everybody.
Today we will be recapping Season 3 of Justice League. And again, as I've said on the show before, I am counting all 5 years, both Justice League and JLU, as one show, being Justice League. So technically this is Justice League Unlimited Season 1. So the show hasn't been, we just released episode 15 about a week ago, which that episode was recorded like back in June. Lupus has been going through some personal stuff. We're not going to get into it. He just didn't have time and just couldn't podcast. He had to focus on his personal life. So that's why the show has been delayed. We're very sorry, but this isn't something that I wanted to replace him. So, because this is something that we both started and we both wanted to do throughout, the 25 episodes that the show will have. So, I figured, people can wait.
Life happens, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, like I said, today we're going to be recapping the Season 3 or Season 1, whatever you want to call it. Lots of new voice actors, obviously, because the whole show got a revamp. I mean, they went from the 1 and 2 part story format to basically individual episodes, even though they all kind of tie together. And eventually, once we get to the Cadmus arc, obviously that's like a 9 episode arc, which is all one long drawn out story. But how did you feel about the new format?
Honestly, I liked it. There's some things that we've got the 2 episode arcs in the first 2 seasons.
Right.
And now we've got the ones that are the 1 episode arcs. And honestly, it going kind of hot and cold. Season 1, there was a lot of drawn out points in the 2 episode arcs that they could have made into single episodes.
Right.
In this one, sometimes it feels like it's a little bit rushed, but I think they really define their pacing a lot better now. And in Season 3, we've definitely they're hitting their stride.
Oh, yeah.
There's some things that could have been drawn out a little bit more, and maybe some of the story arcs could have been split up into 2. But they succeeded where they left off in this season.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only... I'm trying to think here. There's only, I think, 1 2-parter in the rest of the entire series, which was obviously the Season 3 finale, which was Once and Future Thing. There never was any other 2-parters after that one. So
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up the schedule here really quick and just make sure I'm right. That way we don't have people calling in or leaving us... let's see, Starcrossed. Yeah, no, that's it. Once and Future Thing 2-parter was the only 2-parter that they did in Justice League Unlimited. So, and that story, I think you had to do 2 parts. You couldn't. There's no way you could have fit all that into 30 minutes, or 22 minutes.
But at the same time, the way that they did it, they could have been individual episodes too.
Not really, because the way that Once and Future thing was told, it started in the future, went to the present, went to the past. As part one ended, they're going from the past back into the future, and as part two starts, you're in the future for majority of the episode, and then you go to the end of time, or not the end of time, the beginning of time, and then it comes back to being in the present. So I don't think that they could have squeezed that into or not two. I don't think they could have squeezed all that into one 22-minute episode.
But what I was trying to say is that they could have been used as individual episodes, like they could have been viewed as.
Oh, okay.
Not like, okay, one big story arc and go.
Right. But thankfully, it was one big story arc.
Otherwise, it'd be very confusing.
Tons of new voice actors. Of course, obviously, bringing, 52, 60, however many new heroes in.
And villains.
Yeah, and villains. But, I mean, for the most part, it's funny because a lot of the villains are played by people that were on the original cast. Because I know that, it might not have been Polaris. One of the big villains, like once all this, once more villains started showing up, I know one of the villains was also voiced by Michael Rosenbaum. I don't think it was Dr. Polaris, but I could be wrong. I'd have to look.
Click, 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 click.
Huh?
Click, 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 click.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, have we talked about we talked about the new theme, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did. I love it.
And it's very rocking.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I loved the new theme. That was just awesome. Go ahead.
Definitely for the entire series.
Well, the music for the entire series is awesome. I mean, not just the
the opening.
Yeah, not just the opening, but I mean the music overall was just awesome.
Let's see. He did the Destroyer. I'm looking at their. Oh, he did do Dr. Polaris.
See, I knew he did. I knew Michael Rosenbaum was Dr. Polaris.
And Deadshot.
Yeah, I knew he was Deadshot. But I mean, just a lot of new voice cast.
And he did Stuart Carter Winthrop III.
What episode was that from?
Once and Future Thing Part 2.
I don't remember that guy.
Wasn't he one of the cowboys?
That was in Part 1.
I'm not sure, but IMDb has him as that character.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, what are some of your favorite episodes from the third season here?
See, he asks us, folks, when I haven't been watching him in how long? Okay, I will say the Hero That Has Everything was really, really awesome, just on the emotional level. Let's see. I cannot go by without commenting on This Little Piggy, which was just pure awesome, just in the fact that they had Batman sing.
Oh, yeah.
And then the conversation between Batman and Wonder Woman about the potential of dating and why Batman should never have a girlfriend, because they might hurt her. Crush,
yeah.
For pure creepiness factor, I've got to say Fearful Symmetry.
Yeah, that was a little over the top.
Yeah. I mean, that's getting into, like, political thriller points. And it kind of shows that the writers really know what they're doing and they're not about to pull any punches. Like, this isn't just for kids, folks. This has got actual writing and character development. Oh no, look out.
Well, the thing is, they've said that they, Bruce Timm and all the creators and everybody else have said that they created the, they made the shows for themselves. I mean, yeah, they are kids' cartoons, but, I mean, they were making them because they wanted to see those comic book characters in animation. So, I mean, there's going to be a ton of stuff. And by the time we got to Justice League Unlimited, there was plenty of
stuff to work
with.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the other thing with Fearful Symmetry was it brings back continuity from Superman, because when Supergirl got attacked and was in the hospital from Darkseid in Superman the Animated Series, Jackass Hamilton took a strand of her DNA. And that's how you get Galatea in Fearful Symmetry.
He's not on our good list, folks. Could you tell?
Yeah, no. Not anymore.
And it really does bring up the fact that these side characters are characters. They are other people. And they've got fears and things that they are afraid of. And what they would do to prevent those fears from becoming realized. Yeah, and then it continues on with Ultimatum. Again, bringing into the creepiness factor, and then my favorite villainess of them all,
Amanda Waller.
Yes, she is a wonderful antagonist. I wish I could write a character as badass as she is.
Don't probe the situation, rich boy.
Rich boy.
I just love the way they animated Batman's eyes. He's like, holy shit, how do you know?
But that was so good.
And we can't go without talking about Amanda Waller in this. We can't go without talking about CCH Pounder, who voiced her. Oh my god. That woman has an amazing voice, and she did amazingly well as Waller throughout the entire series for Unlimited. From her stances politically and through Cadmus to all the way at the end, and I know we're not there yet, but all the way at the end at Epilogue when she's the old lady, just amazing range on her voice acting.
Now, do we know? We do know.
Do we know what?
Crap. There is a famous actress that is going to be playing her in Green Lantern.
I don't think it's CCH Pounder.
No, it's not.
It's probably Pam Grier, who played her in Smallville.
Bassett.
Oh, Angela Bassett. Yeah.
I'm not sure how they're going to be able to stand up to her.
I don't know. I think Pam...
Because I'm pretty sure Amanda... forgive me. Angela Bassett doesn't have the weight that Waller has. But maybe she's got the oomph.
I hate to say it, but maybe... Oh, God. I'm invoking shallow hell, and I can't believe I'm ever doing this on this damn podcast. Maybe they're going to put her in a fat suit.
That's a scary
Yeah,
thought.
That's a very scary thought. I'm not too thrilled with anything to do with the Green Lantern film whatsoever. This is a whole other topic that we can get into and debate later. I think that...
You're just mad because it's not Kyle.
No.
No, you're pissed because Guy Gardner's in there.
No, I'm pissed that Green Lantern Hal Jordan is fucking Van Wilder. But anyway, but going back to Waller, I believe Justice League was where she was introduced.
She was a comic book character prior.
Okay, so she was in comics, but I mean, as far as medium goes, as far as television and cartoons and movies,
I think she was a comic book character prior.
Right. But what I'm saying is, as far as it was
brought into my attention,
as far as in TV, movies, and stuff like that, like cartoons and live action television and film, Justice League Unlimited was the first time that we saw her.
I do believe so.
So, CCH Pounder did amazing with the voice. Pam Grier played her in Smallville, which was very, very well done. And now you have Angela Bassett in
Green Lantern.
yeah, that green film that's supposed to be coming out. But just overall very, very good character in this. And you really do see her human side and on the whole thing. I mean, we're going to be getting once we get past this season 3 recap episode. Technically, Fearful Symmetry started the Cadmus arc, but I mean, it really doesn't come into full play until I think Question Authority is when it really like kicks in. But we're gonna see a lot more of the Cadmus stuff. But overall, Waller, she shows her stance as Cadmus, and then by the time we get to Divided We Fall, she shows a lot more compassion. Of course, being duped by Luthor kind of tends to make you a little bit compassionate.
I still think, okay, if we're going to continue on the story of her, I really think that Public Enemies, the animated release,
yeah.
When Luthor puts a big old lip lock on her and she looks disgusted.
Oh, God. Why'd you have to bring that up? Damn it. I was trying to avoid that.
Well, it's that or hot wing sex. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a new episode. We have to bring it up every time.
Yeah, I'm just looking up really quick because I want to make sure that, let's see. The hot wing sex joke is always,
it's a staple.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just looking for some stuff in other media. Here we go. Films, direct video, Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. I'm just looking at the cast really quick. Oh, wow.
It's the same voice actress.
Right? Yeah, it was CCH Pounder in Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. But I think one of the reasons why I didn't like Amanda Waller in Public Enemies was the design on her. It's just
chunkier,
fugly. Best word I can use. Just the design on her, just the way that she was the way that she was portrayed is just yeah. So what other characters do we want to talk about from season 3?
Shayera.
Yes, she's back.
She's back, but her entire her arc.
Yeah.
And the dynamic between her and Vixen. And
or lack thereof.
What's his face?
GL.
Yeah. The one that I don't like.
John Stewart.
John Stewart. And Kyle.
Kyle. John Stewart and Kyle Rayner, the two best Green Lanterns on Earth ever.
That's okay, because we know our guy's not on Earth at the moment.
Thank you for that. We don't want him on Earth.
Hey.
Alien-looking mofo.
He looks like an Irish cop.
Okay, I'm not going to go there.
Speaking as someone with family that's Irish cops, yes, he looks like an Irish
cop. I know he does, but I was going to say something, and I'm not going there.
Anyway, Solomon Grundy.
Wait, how do you jump from Shayera's arc to Solomon Grundy?
Because Shayera being the one in between them.
The one who killed him?
Him coming back. Yes,
okay.
That whole, Old Yeller.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The Return. No, not The Return.
Wake the Dead.
Thank you. See, I was close. Then Shayera having to put him down. That was really heartbreaking, actually. Definitely one of their better episodes. Of course, almost all the episodes in this season were really good.
Yeah.
Except for Hawk and Dove. I'll give you that.
I wrote down for my favorite episodes from this season.
Everything but Hawk and Dove.
Initiation. Kids stuff. This Little Piggy, The Return, Darkheart, and the Once and Future Thing two-parter.
Kid stuff. How could I forget that?
Okay.
No, I'll go with Clark. No, I'll go with Bruce.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. You okay, tough guy? Let go. I really, really enjoyed kids stuff because it's so funny to see the way that they interact, especially even if GL wasn't there, just the big three.
The three of them. The Holy Trinity.
Yeah. Just the big three, just to see them interact the way that they do. And it was just amazing. It was funny as hell. I would really like to see, I forget, I'd have to look up who voiced Kid Batman. I know it's somewhere, it's on the DCAU wiki. I don't have it pulled up at this point in time, but I would watch a Kid Batman cartoon with the JLU design with whoever that was the kid that voiced him or the person that voiced Kid Batman. Because that was just fucking hilarious.
It was great. Get off me! No! Hey! We can't all fly. I could just see him saying things like that, you know?
Yeah, which one was... Darkheart. When he's back to his adult self. Batman to all points. I could use some air support since I can't fly. At all.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. I know we're all over the place with this, but there's just so much awesome stuff to talk about with this show, especially this season. They, like you said before, they've pretty much found their niche with the show, and they're just blowing it out of the park.
I really wish that they could just keep going with it, you know?
Oh, they keep going with it, but unfortunately it had to end at some point.
Yeah, but it could have waited a while.
Ran for 5 years. That's about...
Hey, how long has The Simpsons been going on for? No
well, there's a big difference between Justice League and The Simpsons.
Yeah, this can keep going on with decent story. Oh, yes, I went there.
Jesus. So, you're saying you want to see a Treehouse of Justice every Halloween?
Dude, that would be awesome. Okay, speaking of Treehouse, just horrifying things, not to divulge anywhere, but for those listeners that might not know, Six Flags of America has a deal with DC Comics to have DC characters and DC rides. They've got Bizarro and everything else. I got to meet The Flash and Wonder Woman, and The Flash was about 5 feet 2 inches, and Wonder Woman was like 6'10". That was kind of a nightmare because it's like, wow, I know you're an Amazon, but please.
So wait a minute.
The actors they had playing these characters.
Wonder Woman was the Undertaker.
Huge. She was huge.
Wonder Woman was the Undertaker, and Flash was Hornswoggle.
Yes. It was like, my Wally, you shrank, or you Impulse. I can't tell. You Kid Flash.
Oh God, that's funny. Kid stuff is just one of those fun romps. It's not too, like, Initiation was, a bit serious. And of course you have, you had episodes before, you had a couple episodes in between Initiation and Kid stuff, but I'm just looking at the list that I wrote down for my favorites. You had, for the Man Who Has Everything, Hawk and Dove, and Fearful Symmetry between Kid stuff and Initiation. But I mean, a lot of those episodes, actually all of those episodes, like those 3 episodes between Initiation and Kid stuff, that's some serious stuff in all 3 of those episodes. We've kind of already talked about Fearful Symmetry, especially that, so I think Kid stuff was a nice little bumper.
Until you got to the end.
Yeah.
And that was one of those oh my god moments where everyone always says, I wish for eternal life. You never think about eternal youth. So at the end, I kind of have to wonder, is he just going to be a walking skeleton? Zombie? Is he going to turn into Solomon Grundy 2.0?
Oh, man. You said Eternal Youth. That's a BTAS episode with Poison Ivy. Yes. She Poison Ivy had this resort where she was turning all these rich people into trees. Don't ask.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But I think even though it wasn't really listed in my favorites because technically it's just the worst villain of the entire series that's in this episode, but I think we do need to talk about For the Man Who Has Everything because again that is something that focuses on the big three and their relationship with each other, just the three of them, not just Batman, screwing Wonder Woman, just the three together as friends. And again, Mongol, oh god.
Worst villain ever.
I know. But For the Man Who Has Everything, and I've noticed this a lot with the three of them, especially when either Tim Daly or George Newbern is voicing Superman, and when Kevin Conroy is voicing Batman, and Susan Eisenberg is voicing Wonder Woman. The three of the characters have this chemistry. And I haven't.
The actor's dynamic.
Yeah, and it's not just in Justice League. I recently got Superman Batman Apocalypse, and it's got Tim Daly, Kevin Conroy, and Susan Eisenberg as the big three.
Oh, so all three of them are brought back? Nice.
As far as voicing the characters, yes. And there's a lot of, not really chemistry, but there's a lot of stuff there. And For the Man Who Has Everything, the episode starts off where you've got Wonder Woman and Batman inside the invisible jet flying to the Fortress of Solitude. So, because it's Superman's birthday and they want to give him, presents, and Bruce, you didn't get him a gift card, did you? No, cash. What do you buy for the man who has everything?
Yeah, he's got his own little city. And...
got all his little animals, collect them 2 by 2, put them in the glass enclosures. One male, one female, one male, one female. That's a Bill Cosby reference. Anyways,
no wonder I didn't get
it. And again, we're deviating, but there's an album that Bill Cosby did, I think, in 1969 called Bill Cosby Himself. And he does three little comedy skits on that album, Noah and the Neighbor, and Noah, Me and You, Lord. And throughout the 3 skits, it's basically a giant story of Noah building the ark. Okay? And at one point, like right when God's ready to flood the earth, Noah has 2 male hippos.
They're hippos, they can swim.
Well, he has 2 male hippos, and God kind of like, because Bill makes this whole ping noise, kind of like the Pokemon blasting off again ping thing. So every time the Lord calls on Noah, he's like, Noah, you gotta take one of them hippos out and bring in another one. What for? Because you got 2 males down there and you need a female. He's like, no, I'm not bringing another one, and you change one of them. Oh god, it's hilarious. I'll have to send you the files later, but oh god, it's so funny. But anyway, that's where the whole, like, when I was making this, we're talking about For the Man Who Has Everything with Superman in his little fortress, and he got his own city and everything else, and he's got all these animals in the enclosures in his little thing there. So that's where the 2 by 2 reference came from.
If our listeners are interested in this, there's a British comedian named Eddie Izzard, which you guys might have seen in movies and stuff.
I remember. Wasn't he a musician too?
I'm not sure, but one of the one of the skits he did was about Noah and the Ark, and he made Noah sound like he was Sean Connery.
Oh God.
Oh God, we should put the animals with the long ears on the side. We could put a motor on the boat, put it on the back. Be great pictures for the Bible. Great publicity shots.
We named the dog Indiana. The dog? You are named after the dog?
The dog. But he did bring up a point. Like, what do you do with all the animals that swim? Come on, ducks, get on the boat. Well, we don't have to get on the boat. We can swim. But you're all gonna die. On what? We'll be floating down here at one point. Next we'll be floating up here.
I think there would be some crispy fried duck from Lightning.
Makes a good point, What about all those waterfowl? That's why you have those evil seagulls. They're right at the beach. They're going to dive bomb you for the food. They're evil birds. They survived the flood.
Now being served at KFC, the crispy fried seagull double down.
Are you sure it's not what they're serving now?
Oh, God. Oh, damn. We're just getting so...
Anyway, what do you think are some of the best add-ons that we've gotten this year for characters?
For characters? So far from this season... I love GA. I love Green Arrow. I love that Ken... I think it's Shriver. I think that's his last name that you say. It might not be Shriver. Let me look it up really quick. But it's Ken something. It's not Ken. It's K-I-N. I love Green Arrow in this. Just really, really cool. Sorry for the typing, folks. Let's see. Come on. Damn it. Oh, crap. It's not showing it. Holy crap. Justice League roll call. Justice League Unlimited. Initiation. Damn it. Let's see. It's Ken Shriner. That's what it is. I think, because this was my first real I remember Green Arrow and the Green Hornet, like back in the Super Friends stuff. But like the old Super Friends cartoon. But I wasn't, because I was so young watching those then, I wasn't really that keen on voice actors, obviously. But this was my first real exposure to Green Arrow, and I absolutely loved it. I knew of Green Arrow and Black Canary and all that stuff, and the two of them, but I didn't know a whole heck of a lot. And a few months ago, actually earlier this year, I had bought from a friend, I bought, I think, 8 issues of Green Arrow Black Canary, the actual comic book. And I need to find more of that, because I like that. That's pretty cool. But Green Arrow has to be one of my favorite new characters. I like that they brought Supergirl back. I don't really care for her outfit at first. It just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't.
Doesn't tickle your fancy?
No, not really.
Yes, kids, that's what they're calling it now. Fancies.
Yeah, she just. I don't know. The design on her just doesn't really. It doesn't really hold up for me as far as being attractive, because she's got. I mean, yeah, she's got the I guess you could call it but technically it's a sports bra shirt, because she's got the midriff there, and then she's got the shorts on the first outfit, and it's all right, but that's the other thing I didn't like was the white gloves. It's like, okay, no disrespect, don't kill me, people, but it's like, okay, holy crap, you are not a female version of Michael Jackson. You don't need white gloves.
Dun, 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 dun. Her real name's Annie. Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
Yeah, you are one hell of a smooth criminal, dude.
They call me the Thriller.
Yeah, that was.
But you know what? When you're talking about her gloves, it really doesn't matter if it's black or white.
Talk about a woman in the mirror. But anyway, when she changes to be more like Superman, the more classic red, blue, and yellow with the skirt and everything, I like that more because it reminds me more of what Helen Slater had for the 1984 Supergirl movie. Other characters I like that they added. Let's see who else. I like Captain Atom, but I don't like the turn he takes once we get to him a little bit later. Let's see. I don't know. I'd have to say GA is it for me for this season.
Well, what about the Question?
I like the Question. We didn't really see too much of him, though. I mean, we see him... Oh, well, we saw him in Fearful Symmetry. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I like him. I like it when they get to... I really like Double Date, which is coming up in future episodes, because it's him and Huntress, and then...
it's such a perfect couple.
It's him and Huntress and Green Arrow and Black Canary. I like Question as he's shown more, as he gets more into it, because technically he's a conspiracy theory version of Batman, I guess.
What was it? He's Mulder crossed with Batman?
Yeah, I'd go for that. But yeah, who did you like?
I know we saw Amazo before, but I liked the way his character is turning out. We're definitely seeing a lot. We did see a lot more of Aquaman.
Yeah,
which I kind of like that. I will say I do like Booster Gold.
No,
that one episode.
No,
if they could have made an episode with the JLI, that would have tickled me pink.
I'll give you that, but Booster Gold, no.
Because you would have had Batman, the One Punch. We've already had Mr. Miracle show up, Captain Atom, Fire and Ice. I think if they did an episode like that, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But we did see Vixen.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a really, really bad person for not knowing that it was Gina Torres doing the voice when I should have right off the bat. I am a bad brown coat. I'm sorry. And Jonah Hex.
Yeah, Jonah was cool. He was only in one episode, but he was cool.
He looked like time travelers to me.
Yeah.
What would make you say that? Oh, I've been around.
I've led an interesting life, let's say.
I wouldn't trust one of those newfangled laser jobs.
They jam.
They jam up on you.
They jam. I like how they did that, though, with Once and Future Thing Part 1. How they essentially took westernized versions of the JLU, of the original 7. Because, I mean, if you look at the shot of them in that episode and you take out the fact that Clinton is there, David Clinton, the Mr. Kronos dude, if you took him out of that shot, it's pretty much all 7 of them. Because you have GL, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and then the other 4 guys. And it's pretty much all different.
Which one gets to be Hawkgirl?
Oh, boy. Okay, well, I hadn't thought of that, and the reason why I hadn't thought of that was because... Oh, wait, no, she was... Shit. I was going to say the reason why I hadn't thought of that was because she hadn't come back yet, but she had. Fuck. Damn it.
Yeah, I remember the whole, like, oh, who's your mom? Gee.
All right, so if you took, as much as I hate to say this, but if you took Jonah Hex out, because technically he is a Western version of Batman, at least that's the way I see him in this. I don't know if that's accurate.
Eternal Badass?
Huh?
Eternal Badass?
Yeah. If you took him out and put someone else in that place, you would still have, the 7 original members. Yeah, what did you mention it a second ago? Oh, yeah. Who's your mother? It's kind of obvious, isn't it?
Obvious, isn't it?
Even if it isn't, let it be. Yeah, but I gotta say, Shira was one cranky pregnant lady, but then again, if I let an egg that size. I love adult static.
Oh,
I love adult
well,
static. I wish they would have done more with adult static.
oh, if only they could bring him back in time.
Yep.
From time. But
Hmm.
well, so, GA, like you said, um, I can't really comment about Black Canary because we see her later on, right?
Yeah, yeah. We see that's the thing with Justice League Unlimited. The way that they marketed it was, at least through DVD, the way they marketed it was Unlimited Season 1 was technically year 3 and year 4 combined into 26 episodes on the original season set. So, but technically Once and Future Thing was a finale for a season. But yeah, Black Canary will come up later in once we get to season 4 next time.
The episodes that you hate.
Oh God. Don't get me started.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, because I have to record another show tonight. It's a completely different show. And as of right now, it doesn't look like we're going to have time to record the episode.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyways,
Uh,
what else do we want to talk about for Season 3 as far as recapping Season 3?
Cersei? Okay, we can't go without saying my favorite 2-bit characters of the season. Medusa and Baby Etrigan.
Oh, I love... Yeah, Baby Etrigan was awesome. I
And
made...
then my favorite line of the season.
Yeah.
Freedom in 4010, ring a ding ding.
Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I still say that at work every time I look at the clock.
Yeah, Baby Etrigan rocks. I had Steve make this up for the show. The alternate art for kids stuff was Baby Etrigan biting into the amulet. Yeah.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah.
It tastes like ultimate power. I wonder Etrigan liked it.
I really, even though Etrigan was only in a couple episodes in this entire series, I really liked him. He was cool.
He was. He's not going to show up back up, though.
No, he's not. I don't think. Unless it's no, I don't think he does. No, he doesn't.
Well, we got rid of the antagonists that would counteract with him.
Yeah, the magic stuff. Yep. I think GL needs to between GL and Captain Atom, they both need to take the sticks out of their asses.
They'd be good little buddies together. Take that as you will.
Have we mentioned your
No.
No, you've said on this podcast before that you are gay, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I think so.
This is coming from the gay guy, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even say that. That is something I would normally say, and I didn't even get to say it. Holy crap.
They're both military. Come on. What are you thinking?
So who would be the drilling sergeant?
Oh, God. John, because he's the Marine.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
Moving on.
Who would you not want in this? If you could take characters out of this season, who wouldn't you want?
Mongol.
Bawana Beast.
No, I like Bawana Beast. I mean, he only had a bit cameo. It's not like he was, like, featured.
Yeah, I think they could have done better.
I liked him because I liked the interaction between him and Zatanna. I thought that was fun.
Rawr. Eyes appear.
Yeah, my legs are fine, as is the rest of me. Eyes up here.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Characters that I didn't want in this one. Um, I'm glad that Morgan and Mordred or Mordude or Mordred or however the fuck you say his name. I'm glad they're gone because that was getting old. Um,
Well, he can finally have his kingdom of depends,
with
and
with lots and lots of Applefroth.
his castle made out of Geritol. They'll all be fine.
Oh, talk about some Ben Gay.
Ben's not gay.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay, I was referring to the medical Ben Gay, but um, other
oh,
characters I
yes.
didn't want in this. Booster Gold. That whole
Oh,
episode could have been thrown out, in my opinion. Just because we,
well,
we only get him really in that one episode, and it's like, yes, he does redeem himself at the end, but throughout the whole fucking episode, he's a fucking dickhead.
he is, but that's the way he was.
Well,
Is.
mm.
Eh.
The only
I
thing that I
think it
would
would have been
say that.
better if we had.
Go ahead.
I think it would have been better if Blue Beetle was there to play off of him, because that's really the best way his dynamic goes.
But maybe they didn't have the rights to, or maybe they didn't have the permission
I
to
th-
use.
I think that's one of those that's kind of juggleable because that's was outside of DC's.
Yeah,
It was made by somebody else before DC bought the rights for it.
yeah, yeah. Um, what about you? What are some characters besides obviously Mongol that you didn't want in the show?
Hawk and Dove.
Yeah,
I mean, I liked them in the current story arc. Um, in Brightest Day, Blackest Night, but they're honestly they're pretty weak characters.
the only good thing about Hawk was that it was Fred Savage.
Mm.
Or yeah. Hawk was Fred Savage, and Dove was the other dude.
But I can't really think of anybody else. But they seem like really weak
That
characters.
whole episode was a weak episode. I mean,
Yeah.
and the bad part about Hawk and Dove is the fucking Annihilator comes back up.
Yep. So they're pretty pointless, other than to bring it in the first time.
Yeah. So, do we have any other thoughts or anything else we need to bring up for season 3?
I don't think so. I mean, um we've got the amp up for the Cadmus arc. We got the individual episodes that are going on to give us breaks from it, but it's going to be going good.
Yeah, we've got pretty much individual episodes. The only one, there's only 2 next time that we record that actually have anything to do with Cadmus. 2 out of 6. So, or yeah, no, two episodes out of 5 next time have anything to do with Cadmus. The rest are all individual things, I think. So, what?
Something that came through in the background. Sorry.
What came through in the back? Oh, okay.
It sounded like woo.
Oh, yeah, that's the stupid downstairs neighbors. We'll see if Steve can cut that out. Damn it. Are we leaving anything out of this? Because I don't know. Huh? Hello?
Okay, for a second.
What?
Yeah, I literally lost you. Like there was no audio on my side. I'm like,
Oh,
hello?
that's weird. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can hear you fine.
Was there anything else we left out? It seems like we're leaving something out.
We had the ramifications of Darkheart.
Yep.
Um, Fearful Symmetry, The Return, Greatest Story Never Told, Ultimatum.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, we could have done without them.
Yeah, I could have done without them too. I know it was a way to kind of tease at Cadmus, and of course Shifter and whatever the fuck the other thing's name was a Wonder Twins reference, but
Oh yeah, this Shifter and
Shifter and Drifter or whatever the hell.
whatever the name was.
I don't remember. So I think that's it. Thank you for joining us here on the Secret Origins podcast. There are several ways you can contact with us or leave feedback for the show. You can visit the website, geekcastradio.com. You can comment on each episode post there. Join the forums, ProductionEmpire.com/Nexus. Leave the show's feedback in iTunes. Please do this. I checked this a while ago. We still have no iTunes feedback. What's wrong with you people? Follow us on Twitter. The show name there is Secret Origins. Mine is TFG1Mike. What is your Twitter?
I still have a Twitter? Wow. Caminiti Style. CAMINITISTYLE.
Become a fan on Facebook. Search Geekcast Radio Network. We are currently running, and it'll still be running until we hit 300 fans, but we're currently running a contest. If you help us get to 300 fans on Facebook, we will give away 2 Stan Bush prize packs to random winners that are fans of the fan page. Those include an autographed CD and a T-shirt.
Woo! Are we not eligible for that?
No, you're not.
Damn it!
Call the voicemail line. Tell us the show you're leaving the message for and your name. 502-526-5821. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Secret Origins podcast and wish you'll join us next time when we'll be reviewing the first 5 episodes of Justice League Unlimited Season 4. Well, Justice League Season 4, whatever. Those being The Cat and the Canary, The Ties That Bind, blah, The Doomsday Sanction, Task Force X, and The Balance. For now, I am TFG1Mike with
Lupis Convoy.
Thank you for listening. Until next time.